What's up, America? This is Kevin in Kevin's Corner. And, I'm going to drop something heavy. Y'all ready? You want me to drop something heavy? I'm going to drop something real heavy on y'all. I don't want to hear another black person complain about Donald Trump. I don't want to hear him complain about racism. I don't want to hear them complain about oppression. If they're voting Democrat, they have no right to complain. I don't want to hear it. You know why? Because black people up to this point, since we've been voting Democrats so many years, a large majority of us, we're the sum total of our own choices. That is it. Life is all about decisions. Everybody should know that. A decision in time could change the whole direction of your life. It takes 1 minute to make a bad choice, could take a lifetime to get out of it. And the bad choice that black people made was to jump on the Democratic boat, because that boat is sinking. I mean, let's look back. Black people, when it comes down to just making choices politically, you got to look at some of the stuff we've contributed, that we can't say the white man did this. The white man did not make black young men commit the most amount of crimes in the United States. They're not coming into the neighborhoods and saying, I'm going to make you break into somebody's house and steal their goods. I'm going to make you rob a convenience store. I'm going to make you sell drugs and do all that stuff. The white man did not make black young men murder each other. They ain't doing that. So these are young men who are making these choices themselves. What they do is they allow that to happen and they sit back and say, you know what? That's all their choices, and we're not even going to talk about that stuff because it doesn't benefit us politically. We will talk about the mass shootings, though, and how we need to take the AR-15 away, but all of those handguns is killing all those young black men on the streets. We don't need to bring that stuff up. It doesn't fit our narrative. Black on black crime, we can't call racism. We can't use that in the media to say, look at your group of people. They're being oppressed and they're being bullied and killed by the white man. And we're here to wear the white hats. As long as you're killing each other, it's okay. They're not yelling for gun control in those neighborhoods. I wonder why. And yet you look at the black voting amount of people, percentage of black people to vote Democrat. I mean, you keep voting over and over again Democrat. And what do? Make promises, don't make any changes. They need black people to be disenfranchised. They need black people to feel like that somebody's oppressing them. They don't want to fix the problems in the inner city, but yet we keep voting for them, right? They're bringing in illegal immigrants to replace black people, to take up a lot of jobs that they could have been working. But yet we're whining about the white man keeping us down. We're whining about the Republicans are racist and Donald Trump hates all of us. Donald Trump trying to bring jobs back here in America. But no, the Democrats, they don't want any of that stuff. They want to bring other people in America to replace our votes and other people in America to replace us when it comes to some of those jobs that's out there as well. Yeah. So black people walk around with stinking thinking. I've been in black neighborhoods pretty much all my life, in and out, dealt with the inner city. I know how the stinking thinking works. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always, yeah, man, I would have been this, man, but the man, he won't let me, they ain't gonna give you nothing. You right, they ain't gonna give you nothing. You better go ahead and make something happen. That's what you gotta do. And they won't come to grips that everybody is the sum total of their own choices. Stinking thinking. Yeah, they walk around with a false sense of entitlement. I watched them have Maxine Waters in some council meeting making promises about giving black people reparation for all the years past. And she got up and agreed, I will support this bill, but I need all y'all to go out and vote in 2018, get registered. She know darn well that she can promote and she can support that bill verbally all she wants. That bill ain't getting passed. She is pimping those people and they're up in there clapping for her and don't see that they are getting manipulated. That's right. False sense of entitlement. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, you owe me something. How about this one? Living in the past. It's because of what happened 1700 years ago is why I can't get ahead. Why I can't make good choices. Why I dropped out of school. Well, if you're going to drop out of school, look at some of the inner city schools that's ran by Democrats. Yeah, look at some of the inner cities that are ran and the violence and the crime and stuff. Democrats. Yeah, and yet you go out and go voting Democrat because they're going for one of these days, they're going to do what they say they're going to do. I just trust that they will. How about this one? Negative about the future. Man, you know what, man? I would do this and that, but you know, man, they ain't going to never let me. They ain't going to never open no doors for, yeah, always moving forward thinking I'm the victim. Walking around with the victim mentality. You know why? Because the media and the Democrats have been telling everybody you're the victim. Hey, Latino community, you're the victim. You know why? Because they don't want you guys to come over here, even though you broke the law, some of you, it came over here legally and some committed violent crimes, but they don't want you to come, not because of that, because you are Latino. Oh, women, yeah, they don't want you to get equal pay and they don't want you to have great jobs because you're threatened by men. And black people, they don't want you to get ahead because you're people of color. Every group, they're trying to tell you you're a victim. And if you walk around with that mentality, then your future is very, very grim. I hate to tell you that. Dems will use any group of people they can, and they will trade any group of people like some type of baseball cards or something. They will swap all of these black people out real quick and replace us with illegals just like that. It'd be like they had a new baby and stuff. And black people, they still stay loyal. They ain't even becoming a little jealous kid when his little new brother comes in or something like that. And they like, but you know, what's up with this new baby? I mean, you know, you used to show me all type of attention. Now you holding the baby all the time and you standing up for 8 hours, arguing for illegal immigration, Nancy Pelosi, and all of y'all shutting down the government for illegal immigrants. Y'all ain't done that stuff for us. We was the first ones y'all manipulated. We was the first ones that y'all convinced and brainwashed to get on the Democratic plantation. We the first ones that was loyal to y'all. And now y'all got somebody else. We ain't even wise enough to see that. And yet I see people on Facebook constantly complaining about the Republicans, complaining about Donald Trump, and not realizing they're the sum total of their own choices. Every time they walk down there and punch the ticket, Democrat, they ain't doing nothing but putting them and keeping them in power to continue to manipulate groups of people, minorities of people, and so on and so forth, bending the law, doing whatever they have to do to stay in power. You know, I was interviewing the conservative Mexican the other night on my radio blog talk show, and he said something profound. I enjoy that young man. He said that it's a shame because the Democrats still are primarily racist. When you look at it, that's what they do. They push race to divide, and that's their avenue of trying to stay in power. And he said all they did is said, instead of killing black people, like back in the days when the Ku Klux Klan was running around, of course, by the way, side note, they were started by the Democratic Party. I mean, but nonetheless, once they got to that point where they said, you know what? It's not popular anymore. It's not legal to go around having slaves and killing them. So if we can't kill them, let's brainwash them. Let's use them somehow. I mean, if they're going to be here, let's get some use out of them. You know, it's like having a car around just sitting in your backyard. It still runs, but you got another car to drive. And you're like, hey, man, it's here. I'm going to use it, you know, but it's not my primary car. All they did was said, let's just swap out one form of racism for another, one form of oppression for another. Let's go ahead and just simply brainwash them so that they can always remain loyal to massa and continue to keep us in power, because it accomplishes the same objective. Just back in the day when they were slaves, it was, we're going to physically make you do stuff to put us in power, and if you don't, we'll kill you. Now it's, we're going to mentally make you do stuff to keep us in power by voting for us. And if you don't, we're going to threaten you and shame you and make you feel like what's going to happen to all the government assistance that the Democrats provide for us. They wear the good hats. They wear the white hats. We can't forsake the Democratic Party. Yeah. So it's just one tactic for another. So I don't want to hear another black person, if they're voting Democrat, complain to me about nothing. Okay? Long as you're doing that, you are the sum total of your own choices. It is insanity to keep doing something over and over again and expect different results. Now, that's the word on the street. Now, it might be tight, but it's right. Okay, you dig? You dig the heavy stuff that I'm laying down on you, man? Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. If you like this video, hit like, share it. Check me out on my radio blog talk show every Wednesday night, 7:30. If you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. The link's in the bottom to do so. And check me out on Facebook and Twitter. God bless.